Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go through how to evaluate functions using the properties of logs. Again, this is just kind of a refresher in terms of how the properties work. I will be asking you to do some problems that require you to put these in combination to actually apply in Delta Math. So let's look at the first property, the product to sum property. And this can actually work both ways if it's a product into a sum or a sum into a product. But in general, if I am, this should be a multiplication symbol in here. If I'm multiplying two things inside of a log, I can actually separate it by addition. So in our first example, log base 4 of x times y, I can rewrite this as log base 4 of x plus log base 4 of y. If I've got multiple pieces, I can still separate each individual piece. Log base 3 of 3 plus log base 3 of A plus log base 3 of B. Now, one thing a lot of people don't quite remember is that you can actually use this in reverse as well. So if I have log base 5 of 6 plus log base 5 of 10, I can actually condense it by saying log base 5 of 6 times 10, which would be 60. Now, there's no need for you to have to write out 6 times 10. You could go directly into 60. One thing I forgot to mention in that second problem, log base 3 of 3 is another property that's just 1. Okay, so when we remember the definition of log, it's saying what power of the base will get me the number inside. So 3 to the first power is 3. Now, if we are dividing a log inside, we can actually separate it by subtraction. So I could do log base 9 of y minus log base 9 of t. And likewise, the ln of e minus the ln of x. Now, if you remember, ln is base e, so that last property I just mentioned, where a base has the same number inside, is just 1. So this really should be rewritten as ln of e should be 1 minus ln of x. In the same fashion, I can actually use it in conjunction to condense it again. So let's say I have the ln of 5 minus the ln of x minus the ln of y. The way I think about it is, since this natural log is positive, this will go in the numerator. And since both of these have a negative, these will both go in the denominator. So when I condense this, I would rewrite it as the natural log of 5 over x, y together. Now, the reason why that works is because it's the power property. And if you think about this in conjunction with exponent properties, it would make sense that a negative exponent belongs in the denominator, because if you have a term that's in front, it can be expressed as the exponent and vice versa. So log base of 5r can be the same as 5 times log of r. Log base 10 of a to the 1/2 b to the 4th. So now I can actually split it, right, because it's a multiplication. So I'm going to split it this way. Log of 1/2 plus log b to the 4th. And now I'm going to use the power property to bring those coefficients in front. Log 1/2 a plus 4 log b. And again, I can go in reverse and condense them. So let's say I've got 3 log x plus 4 log y. What that means is the exponent can go on top. Log of x cubed plus log of xy, or y to the 4th. And now that they're being added, I can condense them one more time and get log of x cubed y to the 4th. So again, just kind of reiterating how to apply these rules together. So natural log here, I first need to separate the division, natural log of x cubed minus natural log of 16. Since this has a power, I can rewrite it as natural log of 3 times natural log of x. Now 16 can be rewritten as 4 squared, and because of that, I can rewrite this natural log as minus 2 natural log 4. In our last example here, so again, all these are being multiplied, so let's separate them first. Log base 2 of 32 plus log base 2 of 6, x to the 6th, plus log base 2 of the square root of b. So a little bit of work needs to be done here. First, since 32 is a direct power of 2, I definitely want to consider this. That's 2 to the 5th power. This middle term doesn't actually have much else going on, so we can directly use the power property as is. And everything in a square root can be rewritten as the 1/2 power. Now, because of the power property, all my remaining powers can come down in front. So I get 5 natural log 2 of 2. My middle term is already finished. And my final term is 1/2 log base b. Oopsie, I left my 2 out. But since this first log is a log base 2 of 2, that's really just a multiplication of 1. So one more simplification. 5 plus log base 2 of x plus 1/2 log base 2 of b. And that's how we can use them in conjunction to expand or condense logs. Hope that was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.